Ooh, okay, we live. Sorry, I don't like putting up lives that I'm not like where I'm half finished in my thoughts. So I'm gonna just go ahead and finish what I was saying. Because I'm probably gonna be stuck in this traffic. I'm probably gonna be late. Um, which is why I get up so early because yeah, I'm probably gonna be stuck in this traffic a while. It's not as bad actually as it usually is, but I want to finish where I left off. I did a quick little show, kind of had to rush it off, but it was called Woman to Woman. And I was talking about, good morning again, you guys. I decided to finish it up. Hey, Sherlock Holmes, Daniel. I was I'm hesitant to talk about other YouTubers, but at the same time, if we can all learn from it, I like to. But at the same time, I'm respectful, and I don't want anybody to feel like I'm talking about them in a negative way, because I would never do that. Because I am absolutely not perfect, and I have been through a lot. But because I've been through a lot, I've been through different types of abusive relationships in my past, so I feel like I can speak on it. And then even growing up, I've seen abuse of different kinds growing up. So it's something, unfortunately, I have experience with. Hold on, you guys, hold on. Because that's not going to stop because I don't have my seatbelt on. Give me a second. We're about to get started. Y'all see this traffic is actually usually worse. I'm shocked. Once we stop, I'll put it on. So I went back and I listened. I left Flora, the YouTuber, her name is Flora Bella. Like I said, her and another YouTuber named Jay Prince got married. But they got married really fast and they didn't really know one another. And then it just kind of spiraled downhill from there. I finished getting dressed and I finished listening to the live, and it just triggered something in me. Just a feeling of not really, well, sadness for her. I don't like to hear anybody cry or be upset, but also maybe a little bit of relief. Maybe this is what sometimes you have to go through, a little something before you wake up. Maybe this is a wake-up call for her. She was on live crying because her new husband is, mistreating her, cursing her in front of the kids, calling her out her name in front of the kids, bees and hoes and stuff like that. And on the live stream, I was talking about, women feeling like they can change a man. You cannot change a man. Just like you can't change a grown woman. You cannot change grown people. Most people's learning capacity, yes, our brains don't stop growing till we're 25, but a lot of people, unfortunately, they get kind of stuck in adolescent stage, and most people stop really. You absorb 90% of the knowledge you're going to know by the time you're an adolescent. So my thing is, you're not going to be able to change a grown person. The only person that can change a grown person is them, the willingness for them to change in God. That's the only thing. A lot of times women, I was that type of person my whole life. My aunts, and I'll never forget, they would make fun of me because I was always bringing home stray kittens and puppies and stuff like that I wanted to help and fix. And one day my aunt told me that. She said, you're never going to change, are you? And I said, what do you mean? And she explained to me when I was a kid, and I was like, oh, I remember that. She was like, you do the same thing with people. You're always trying to fix people, but you cannot do that, sweetheart. You can't. And listening to her video, I knew, like I said, even before I listened to it, I knew how she got in that situation. Because I've never put myself in the exact same situation, but a lot of women have done that, where they're in a relationship that might not be good, but they stay because there's kids involved. Most of the times it's our kids, but sometimes it's not our kids, but we'll stay because kids are involved and because, we got love for the kids. But ultimately, it's a parent's responsibility to make sure that their kids are taken care of. Not yours just coming newly into the relationship. Like I said, I think generally she's a good person, but I think she just had a lot to learn. I think she probably doesn't have a lot of life experience. I know she said that was her first apartment. So she, I've been out on my own since I was like 19. So for me, this, some people, like, that's what I'm telling y'all, everybody is not at the same place. So, this is a new experience for her. You're not the only one, baby girl, that's made a bad decision. Chalk it up to the game, honey. Chalk it up to the game. Go home to your family. When I say family, I'm talking about wherever you're from, your parents. Go home. But what really triggered me, y'all, was when she was talking about how he would treat her like crap, right? Call her out of her name in front of the kids and all that, disrespect her, and then call her mother and complain and completely flip the story. Y'all, that's a manipulative tactic. If y'all know anything about, and I'm not saying he's physically, I'm not getting to that. I'm telling you from my experience dealing with some people who have been abused. That's what they will do, is manipulate. They present one way, and then behind the scenes they're completely another way. So they want people to look at them a certain way. It's very important that their perception to everybody else, to the public, is this picture perfect. This is not nothing new. If you look at cases about abuse, this is common. Pastors that have been abusing their wives, everybody thought that they were so, squeaky clean and perfect, and you find out that not only are they abusing the wife, they're having affairs, they might be messing with the kids. Like, some of the worst people present this appearance to the public. But the thing is, J. Prince never even really presented a squeaky clean appearance to the public. He didn't. From just watching him a few times, I could tell that he had a social media addiction. If you turn on your live stream and you are on the toilet, you're live streaming, you going on the toilet, you have a social media addiction problem. So you getting with a person like that, you think they're not going to put everything on live stream? They're going to put everything on live stream. You should have. I don't want to do you shoulda, woulda, coulda. I don't want to do that. But that's how you know. For people who don't know, that's how you know someone has an addiction problem. Okay, give me a second. I'll look down. I can't look down at you guys and drive. I'm not looking at you right now. So he has the social media addiction. Let's be honest. We've heard him kind of, yell at the kids. Apparently there's a video about some child being hit. I didn't see that video, but if people saw it, they saw it. So you kind of already know what was going on. I don't want to make this a shoulda, woulda, coulda. The point is, sweetie, is that you can't change all that. That's a lot that needs to be fixed. He has to want to change. He has to want to seek help. Okay, you can't change all that. No matter how good you are to a person, if something is wrong with them mentally, you can't change that. You're not a shrink. And a lot of times, I'm gonna be honest, in my experience, abusers, they know how to pick women. My mother was abused for years. The man almost put her in the hospital, almost took her life. It took that for her to finally leave him alone. Her family telling her to leave him alone, she wouldn't do it. She would do it, and then he would sweet talk his way right on back to her. It took him putting her in the hospital within moments, inches within of her life, for her to realize, dang, this man is really a danger to me and my child. Because of course he would come back with flowers and treating her like a princess, and she's in the bed and he's cooking and cleaning and doing all these things for her, just for him to turn around, get drunk, and her all over again. So I know what I'm talking about. Now, I'm not saying that this dude is that way. I'm just saying, because abuse is abuse is abuse. It doesn't matter, really, all the same thing. It's all manipulation. It's all control. But what I'm telling you is they tend to pick good women. They tend to pick women that they can manipulate, that they know will try and work with them. You know what I'm saying? Are women that they can break down. Every abusive, when we're talking about men right now, a man that I have met, because unfortunately, like I said, I've seen this story before, whether it was family or friends. The manipulation game is like on fleek, honey. They got it down pat. Another part of the manipulation is calling your family. It's isolating you from your family and friends, and then calling your family and telling lies to them because they want the family to feel sorry for them. So they might call your family and say something that you did, but they won't say what they did. Let's say you guys get into an argument and you get upset and you say something, a little out of pocket. But they're not going to say, well, I did this to her or I did that. They're not going to tell their side. Long story short. Hold on, y'all. This window is getting really foggy. I need to see. Hold up. Sorry about that, y'all. Y'all gonna have to, and that's not even helping. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Lord, I might have to take this live down too. Hold on. I gotta get to a stopping point. Let's try it. Is my defroster on? My defroster is on. Okay. It should clear up soon. Oh, you know what, y'all? I got it on cold air. Duh. Okay. So, yeah, I've been through that, So they're calling they're going to call the mother most of the time. They're not going to call the father. But some of them will call the father too. The reason is because they want to get sympathy. Like I said. Oh, well, you know how your child is. You know how your daughter is. In the meantime, women are the opposite. Women, a lot of times when they're going through abuse, they will keep it all in because they're embarrassed or they don't want nobody to know. I heard Flora say several times that she feels stupid. Don't feel stupid, girl. We've all made mistakes. We've all made bad decisions in life. Just learn from it. Like I said, now this is the second time now. If there's a third time, there's a problem. But you should never feel stupid about, listen, I don't regret anything in my life. Not the good, not the bad. 9 times out of 10, I learned something from it. And as long as you learn something from it, it's okay. Just learn from it. Make this experience the type of experience. Y'all see how foggy my window is? Make this experience the type of experience that you can say to yourself, I never want to go through this again. I'm not going to go through this again. I've been talking on this channel for years, telling women what to look out for. One thing to look out for is, damn, why is my window so damn foggy? Is when a man is cursing you, calling you out your name over a petty argument, you're going to get that for breakfast, lunch, and dinner because that's disrespectful. He doesn't respect you. Y'all, I can't see y'all. Hey, Mel. I can't read comments, y'all, because I'm driving, but I appreciate you all being here. Hey, Young Riaz, Sherlock. Hey, Third. Good to see you. We unlock. Let me see. I can read it right now because I'm at a stoplight. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Cassandra B. Okay, if I didn't say your name, I'm sorry, but I'm just trying to focus. Women Just know your worth. You don't deserve to be called out of your name by a man that you lay down with. See, it's different with a stranger. I care less what a stranger on the street is calling me. But a man that I give my body to, honey, that your body is your temple. The Bible says so. That's sacred. And so, I hear him over there talking that scripture. But, a lot of men, that's why you have to study to show yourself approved. Trust not your own, lean not on your own understanding. So you got a lot of men that want to lead with the Bible, but they don't even know how to read the Bible. They don't know how to. Something y'all might not know about me, I went to a private school. I went to a Catholic school in Miami, Florida. Miami-Dade. And I actually, because it was a Catholic school, we had to read the entire Bible. So I've actually read the entire Bible at least twice in my life, but I've read it and I continue to read and study. But, a lot of people want to point out scriptures and all they know is that, man is the head of the household, a woman is under the man. But what does that really mean? What does that really mean? Does that mean just barking orders? What does that mean? These people need counsel. These people need to actually go to learn up under somebody. Whether it's an elder, whatever your faith is, or a pastor of your church, you need to go to somebody that has some kind of education and understands how to read that book, because this is the most misunderstood book in the world. And I won't say misunderstood book, but it's very, people have been trying to understand the Bible for hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years. So the average person, when they're reading, they're not going to get the full understanding. So that's why you go and you learn up under somebody so you can understand what the scripture is trying to teach you, because it's a book of lessons. That's what it is. It's a book of lessons for us to follow. It's a guide. Like I said, certain people like to bring up certain scriptures about being the head of the household. Okay, be the head of the house. What does that mean? That means taking care of the household. A woman is only supposed to be your helpmeet. You are supposed to be the person that actually carries that household, and she is supposed to help you. It also talks about how to carry yourself. It also talks about loving your wife and respecting your wife. If you want to say the words Christ, I say the Messiah, but like Christ loved the church, a man's supposed to love his wife. So is it love when you're yelling at her, when you're calling her out her name in front of the kids? Is that love? If you put your hands on her in a rough way, is that love? So a lot of these people, and I've told y'all, submission is for a man of God. Submission is not just for any man, a man of God. If a man is submitting to evil works and evil deeds, you shouldn't submit to that man, because then you're submitting to the evil that he's submitting to. You understand what I'm saying? So you got to make sure that you submit to the right person. Everybody does not deserve submission. Submission is meant for a king, honey. A soldier of the Most High, not for any random fool off the street. And sometimes women, particularly black women, because there's such a wanting to be loved by our men, but sometimes we get so excited about a ring. Oh, he asked him to marry me, or he asked me to marry him. Whoop-de-doo. Whoop-de-doo. If a crackhead asks you to marry him, are you going to marry that crackhead? You got to think, is he deserving of you? Because you are worth something. I don't care what anybody says. You are worth something. You are a child of the Most High, just like he is. And the Bible that I read says that he loves, y'all look at this view. Y'all see that view? But it says that he loves all his children, not just the males. He loves all his children. So if you're a child of the Most High, Do you think that the Most High will want you to be sitting up there getting abused and talk too crazy? You women, you got to use your heads. You got to use your heads. There's nothing wrong with wanting to, be up under a man, love a man, but you need to be up with one that deserves you, that knows how to love you, that knows how to treat you. It really saddens me, the things that I see women go through just in the name of having a man. And it don't even be a real man, it be like a piece of man. If you work in 2 and 3 jobs and this person isn't working, that's not a true man. And I'm not talking somebody that loses their job and they've been trying and they got hurt. That's not, I'm talking about from the very get-go. That's what I'm talking about. Give it time. That's what I'm saying. Give it time for the person to show you who they are. They got married way too fast. There's no way she could have known the type of person he truly is. And now she's seeing who he truly is. Now she's saying that, she was hurt because he brought up the kids. But don't blame the kids, because like you said, you know what that is. He put them kids up to it, and they have no choice. They don't know any better, and they'll do anything that he tells them to do. But you know that you meant well for them, and you know that you tried your best. And that's all. And they know it too. Girl, move on. If you truly feel for the kids, send them some packages and stuff like that from where you go back home to. Maybe send them something on their birthdays or Christmas or something like that. But leave that. You came into that situation. That situation was a hot mess when you got into it. Leave it just the way it is. And know that you did the best that you could. And leave all that guilt and shit behind you. A lot of people carrying around guilt, and there ain't no reason to feel no guilt. You did the best that you could. You made a mistake. You didn't know what you were getting yourself into. Now you know. Move on. Forgive yourself. That's a huge problem. That was a huge problem for me. I would beat myself up worse than anybody else. Hold on, y'all. Yeah. But no. Forgive yourself. Just like the Most High wants you to forgive other people that trespass against you, you need to forgive yourself. You're somebody too. You're a child of the Most High too. Like I said, this is the second part to the first part. I cut the first part off because I was rushing, y'all. I normally like to go live around 5:30. This way I'm not stuck in this traffic, but I was tired last night, y'all. So, let me make the announcement. Yes, y'all, 3rd, I saw y'all in the building. We unlocked, knows about it. Everybody, I want to do the 30-day challenge, upload and what did I say? Upload and shorts, because I did a video on the algorithm the other day, and that is really it. I'm gonna be honest. Out of the 3,000 subscribers I got, I would say 1,500 to 2,000 of them came from my uploads and short videos. Very few of it came. Most of y'all in here, I would say on average, I have about 30 on different days, y'all, but 30 to 45 people that consistently are active in my chat, right? But when you look at the algorithm, most of my views and stuff come from new people viewing the channel and stuff like that. And it's the same for y'all. That's the way the algorithm works. If you want growth, you want new people, continue to do the uploads and the shorts, and then, everybody's going vertical. The best time to go vertical is in the afternoon. Y'all know I do my own thing. A lot of things I do are for y'all. For me, it's not about, my live streams are not about new people at all. I'm going to just be honest, which is why a few times I started putting it on subscriber mode only, because it's really not for, but if you want new people, don't do that. Don't put it on subscribers only. But For me, my live streams are for my subscribers, because this is when I feel like I can have intimate conversations with you guys. Third, let me see what you're saying, sweet. Oh, I can't read. You know I'm blind. Let me see. It says, I stay out of people's personal relationship issues because a lot of times people don't want to come on and be someone that will treat them better. Okay, so you waste your time caring and trying to give advice. Well, I agree. I totally agree, and I understand, and I'm so glad you're still here. I understand what you're saying. That's why I didn't put anybody's name. I'm referencing it because a lot of us know the YouTubers I'm talking about, but really, this really is just general advice for anybody that is going through abuse. Like I said, my mom was abused, and I know several people that have been in abuse. I've been in an abusive relationship. It wasn't physical, but it was very much verbal and emotional. Let me see. I'm gonna read the last. I'm not skipping over y'all, but since third was the last person, let me read. It said, I had a relationship with a family member. It says, all because I tried to, I think he said, do that I'm sorry, I can't see. Do that individual, they deserve someone who will treat them better. That individual is more mad at me than, but you know, that's typical behavior, and I've learned this through therapy. So I'm glad you brought that up. And then I have to go, y'all, because I'll be at my place of business really soon. I think I made it on time, y'all. Yes, I made it on time, honey. I think so. Yes. I'm wondering if I should go to this Harris Teeter, y'all, and grab me a little Snizak. I've been eating a lot lately. Know what's happening, y'all. Let me go up in here real quick in the shopping center and grab me a little salad or something for lunch. Right here at the Harris Teeter, honey. No, third, let me respond to what you're saying. I totally get it. Trust me, I understand. This area of town is so busy. This is the busy side of town. I'm going to Harris Teeter, honey. Okay. I only have a few minutes. So, yeah, and I learned this from my therapist. So, abused people, like when I was in my abusive relationship, I did not even know I was getting abused. One of my friends had to tell me, girl, you're being abused. Like, I did not know, because I thought when people think of abuse, they always think about it being physical. Like, I really did not realize that this person was manipulating me and abusing me emotionally. I knew the verbal, but I didn't realize the emotional abuse, right? But they don't know. They've been so traumatized. PTSD. They've been so traumatized that they don't even realize. Some people forget how they should be treated. They start thinking that it's normal. They might get called the B word every day, so they start thinking that's normal. They may be called stupid or fat every day, so they literally start thinking that that's normal, that they deserve to be called that. They might know it's wrong for somebody else to be called that, but for themselves, because their self-esteem is so low, they start feeling like, oh, well, yeah, he called me that, but, you know, I mean, I have put on a few pounds, so it's okay that he called me fat, you know. They'll start making excuses. So that's why I say people who have gone through this type of thing really do need to seek some type of help. Because they have been traumatized, whether they realize it or not. Now, yeah, it's happened to me, third. I had a friend that was with somebody not treating her well. And I told her, I said, you deserve better than this. And she turned on me. But you know what? Months later, when it didn't work out, the same woman came back to me and cried and begged me for forgiveness. She said, guess what? I was right. I was right. Hey, Sheila E. Hey, the sister. She said I was right. And she realized that I had her best interests at heart. So what I'm saying to you is, if you're doing the right thing and you mean well by somebody, sometimes it is hard to tell them the truth, but always tell them the truth. Always Always tell them the truth, y'all. The truth is the light, and they might not like it, but they will remember, hey, my cousin tried to tell me, my cousin third tried to tell me the truth. My friend Mahogany tried to tell me the truth, and she came back and she hugged me and she said, I'm so sorry that, I said those things to you. You were right. He was cheating. He was this. He was that. I did deserve better. So don't ever let people's reaction, because we're all human, don't ever let them stop you from doing the right thing. I've heard people say, and I get this too, domestic abuse, where some men will say, well, I'm not going to get into it because, I've seen the woman turn in and jump on the man. Well, it depends on the situation. I did some videos in the past where I showed a situation. Like if you see a situation where it's an elderly person if the person cannot fend for themselves, and you always make sure, first of all, always make sure in any situation that you understand the full scope. If you don't understand the full scope, you shouldn't get involved. But also always make sure that your safety is first. If there is any chance of you getting hurt in a situation, no, you shouldn't involve yourself. Just call the police. As a matter of fact, I would dare say call the police in any situation that you're fearful that somebody might get hurt. There's nothing wrong with that. That's probably the best point of action to take. But like I shared a video where there was an elderly lady getting beat. Yeah, you might, if you could stop that, hell, I would try and stop it if I could. There was a situation, that I shared. Y'all, I've done so many videos that it's hard for me to try to remember. I think, what was the situation? Oh, a man was beating his pregnant girlfriend, and men were just standing around recording it. And it was a woman that had to jump in and kind of get him off of her. Like, I thought that was real sad, because the way I grew up, men wouldn't let stuff like that happen. You don't beat on no pregnant woman. Because, that was one of the saddest videos. I still have that video in my vault. Y'all know I'm sensitive. That was one of the videos that I actually cried after I watched it. Let me, I can see a little bit better now. It says, don't be, I'm not going to be late to work. I'm not going to be late. Let me just read. Okay, so peace to all y'all. Sherlock Holmes, I said hello to all y'all. Let me see, make sure I didn't forget anybody. I appreciate y'all, and I do get it. If y'all just coming in, this is kind of me, I guess, butting in, but hey Mel, but I don't mean no harm. I don't mean no harm. You know what I'm saying? I really don't. But, I saw the video, Flora, the YouTuber, her name is Flora Bella, where she was crying and she was upset, and she was, saying a lot of things that I'm telling you now. And she was talking about the manipulation, him calling parents and stuff. Yeah, I went through that. Yeah. And I want to say this to women, be wary of a man. A lot of times this is another mistake that we make. When a man shows himself to be jealous. Jealousy is not good. There's everything within reason. But if you're going to the store, you're buying groceries for you and the kids, you're doing simple things that all women do, that all people do, and you're being accused of cheating and stuff, that is a problem. That is a problem. I've talked about that. That is not normal. That's insecurity shining through. That's some severe insecurity. And what I always tell y'all, there's nothing worse than an insecure man or a woman. There are women on here that are very insecure too. But like I say, men and women respond in different ways. Insecure women will attack other women. Insecure men will attack women. Because they don't. Most men want a challenge. They want to fight. Somebody that's equal, that's a male, that has some kind of a challenge. But an insecure man, no, he wants to attack a woman, and an insecure woman wants to attack a woman. So insecure people are very dangerous. I've always told y'all that. And I tell y'all these things because I know what I'm talking about. I know what I'm talking about. Anyway, let me see the last comments. And third is right. I gotta go to work. Oh, announcement. Sheila E is going live today at 1:00. Y'all, my lunch break ends at 1. I will replay, and if I can, I will share the video. Y'all go on over to Sheila E, the Sisterhood. Go on over there and watch her live stream. She's very positive. Go over there and watch her live stream today at 1:00. I won't be there because I'll be back at work, but I will try and watch the replay. Oh, thank you, sweetheart. I will. Sherlock Holmes, Mahogany, you have so many beautiful layers to your personality. If I didn't know any better, I would say you were a fellow Gemini. I am a Gemini. I am. Okay, young Rians. All right, bye, y'all. Let me get up out of here. I don't like to do live streams like this. I'd rather be looking at y'all. Oh, and it's open panel. Y'all see that? Y'all join Sheila today at 1. Like I said, if I get time, because I don't have my phone on me at this job, but if I get time, I'll try and share it. Y'all go on over there and have the conversation. I love y'all. Peace. Have a good day. Bye-bye. Ooh.